King Felix Talks. If you're listening to this podcast right now, the Mariners podcast, on our feed here or on YouTube, wherever you're listening, there's also a Seahawks portion of this. You'll always see on our podcast, like the same day, maybe 2 different pods, part 1, part 2, one Mariners, one Seahawks, sometimes University of Washington stuff. So just stay tuned for that. But King Felix weekend, man, I was just going through some part of my closet. I have a couple of the yellow King Felix, the King's Court shirts still. I remember just there were so many moments of like cool. It was so cool going to the ballpark on his days, and we still haven't felt anything like that since. Castillo's amazing, but it's pretty hard to find a guy like King Felix where you wake up and you say it's Felix Day.
Yeah, and I think part of that Felix Day and the Felix allure was there was nothing else really going on with the franchise or the team other than Felix Hernandez at that time.
What are you trying to say? We sucked?
We saw, yeah, we were horrible, and he was kind of that light. Like there was a reason to tune into Mariner baseball was because we could watch Felix Hernandez pitch. He did have a couple of runs where the team actually got pretty good, and we had a chance to make the playoffs. Never made the playoffs, obviously, but in general, that's why there was a Felix Day, was because despite the franchise basically surrounding him with crap, he always brought his A game. He always entertained. He always made things fun, and he always was a crowd favorite. He kind of grew up in Seattle. We thought he was going to leave. He left and never pitched another inning in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I think he had a spring training game with the Orioles and gave up like 5 runs, 6 runs.
There was a Atlanta Braves moment. Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think he pitched a single game.
I don't think he pitched a Major League Baseball inning.
I'm actually going to look that up.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I'm not saying I was, like, hoping for his demise. I was actually waiting to see. I was going to watch, like, one of his starts when he was on another team. But it does feel fitting that he was, like, legit just a Seattle Mariner in the big leagues.
Yeah, which is very, very different these days, right? Like, you don't really get players who are one franchise guys anymore. I mean, in general, you would hope you get them. I mean, in basketball, Jordan left the Bulls and played for the Wizards. Griffey left us and played for the Reds and White Sox before returning. You have, so many instances. Tom Brady leaving the Patriots, but Felix was always a Mariner. He left. He tried to leave, actually, but it just never got.
We didn't want to leave, but he was told to leave, and then he tried to, like, revitalize somewhere else.
Yeah, which I guess they were right. He was done.
You're listening to the Sports on Tap Seattle podcast. 2 brothers, George and Sammy, talk all things Seattle sports. Also, NBA. Please bring back our Supersonics.